Where did we go?
What is happening?
Where did we go?
Now you're reacting to the 7-member girl group called Sonamoo and their 2016 release called I Like You Too Much. In the music video, the members act out different kinds of stereotypical girlfriends as seen in the media.
The song was composed by Soo-Suk Park, Wonder Kid, and Jungkook Kim.
Meow! What is that?
Logo.
Whoa! What a logo.
Cool logo, bro.
It's cute.
Funky.
Trans
I like
flag.
it.
That desk.
Oh, we already in major. Went from minor to major. Ooh!
I think the strings give this a very light pop sound. Okay, I
Like a string intro, and now we're in a little bit of funk.
I'm about this like choir vibe. All of them singing in unison.
What? Where are we?
Where did we go?
see you. What is happening?
Where did we go?
It's such vibrant colors. Yeah, like you'd never get something that sounds like this in the 80s when funk was actually like the norm. But this is totally a modern creation, but it works.
This is like Korean Britney Spears. Whoa. Oh my god.
Oh my, I haven't been paying attention to the keys, but there's a lot happening. Ooh, okay. Okay, Thanos.
Okay, the color of the visuals right now, that pink, that is the color of the song. It's so high pitched.
Ooh.
But like
That's nice.
They're a little quirky.
That was cool. Like the dun, dun, dun.
Oh yeah.
Well, what?
I don't know. The strings it just seems like a very weird vibe. Like, you know? Like, I don't know. They're just mixing some weird stuff. And it's like they can't decide what this is supposed to be. So they're like, let's just do it all.
Wait, how do they go from here to B major? That's the question. There it is. So they go from A flat to D flat minor, and then down to B major. It makes sense, theoretically. Okay, I'm confused what the video is doing.
What the heck? Dude. What's going on? It's like Footloose now. Okay. Right. Holy shit. Oh, never mind. I tried to call it.
Oh. Wow.
It commits so hard. Everything is cranked up to the max.
Beat the beat.
No.
Oh gosh.
Nice cool string thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there should be an outro.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Oh, it's like a TV show. What kind of TV is that?
Oh, I love those 7. Those almost like suspended. Yeah, what is that? 11th chords. They're like planing 11th chords at the end.
Quirky and relatable, all that chromaticism.
Relatable to you. Is the chromaticism relatable or what's?
Yeah, no, it like that. I think that's because I was gonna say in the beginning, like it seems like a little bit disjunct and like just all of these like there's an orchestra introduction and then they start and like have a little exposition and then you have chorus. But like after you got going, like one of the chromatic lines, it definitely like provided the continuity in the song. So yeah.
It's just a lot of stuff, just kind of all in the same bucket.
Gross. It's like you went on a teacup ride, you know, the teacups that spin, and then you spin your own individual teacup, and you got on with the one kid that's gonna spin it as fast as possible. That's what that was.
Actually, I just came up with a really good one. So, Thanksgiving. A conglomeration of a lot of really great foods, which even on all on the same plate is just fantastic meal. This is like if you took everything you had for Thanksgiving, put it in a blender, and then and then tried to drink it.
It's so, okay, so some songs, you know, they're in major, which is cool. And then other songs are like aggressively in major, and it's like a neon pink thing that's just like in your face, like, hey, we're happy now. And it's like, I don't know.
Angst.
And I feel like from the beginning, it didn't build up. It was just like, okay, we're gonna like have some fake violins in your face right now, and it just kind of like stayed that way. Like even when it changed, it stayed that way. I'm sure it's like objectively good. I just don't vibe with it.
I thought there were some really nice things. It was a very high energy song, which maybe what like put you off. It was like very like, woo, yeah. But I thought it was kind of nicely balanced by the content of the music video, because what the music video was showing was something very different that took a little like deep dark turn at the end. I know we're like not really supposed to talk about the video, but I feel like I have to because like there's a message here, and I think the music supports it a little bit. I thought it was really, really, really interesting that the whole POV for the music video was like the way they were like framing the shots. It was as if you were inside someone else, like seeing all these like girls dancing and whatnot. Like they blink at one point and like it's like literally like edited so that it looks like you're inside of this person. But the person that the POV is, it's a man, right? It's like the man.
I can't believe I was just looking through a man's eyes.
Yes, you were looking through a man's eyes at all of these different stereotypes of how women are portrayed.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he like is sitting in his sofa like with a remote, and like he sees the exact same thing on TV.
Ooh, true.
And it's like all of, and so I just for me, what I got from it is we see these stereotypes of women in the media, and it kind of informs how we view the women in our lives and in the world. And so we, you know, those stereotypes are kind of sitting in the back of your head, but you see a woman, you're like, oh, she's one of these. And you just like put a label on it. The reason I was able to bear with the really high energy, like in your face-ness of it was that's kind of how the issue is kind of portrayed. Whenever people bring up things like this, everyone's like, oh no, like stop it, you're being a snowflake, like you're, oh no, like you're, it's fine, everything's fine, women have rights now, you know, all these things. And the people just like to pretend like there isn't a problem, and they just say you should be happy, you know, women can do all of these things now, it's basically equal, so I thought that was how the music kind of supported it, because it was diametrically opposite from the meaning.
I like the da 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 da, but like, so they're singing A B, but the bass goes down to a flat 6, so you have that little clash, and then the bass kind of catches up, and then they move together. It's like they're one note apart, and then the bass note catches up. Now they're the same note, but different octaves, and then it was an enjoyable ride. I think by the end of the song, I'm like, okay, this goes very far, but I gotta give him props for committing to this with the syncopated dun 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 dun, the slight genre switches, as well as all the modulations, as well as all the key changes and all the key areas. I thought it was very creative.
I thought it was very saturated. Beat heavy. I think maybe it's just the visual aspect because everything's so punchy, like the sharp corners of their dance. I'm just like, well, visually cueing into that and just listening for everything like they hit. It's like da 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 da. I couldn't really hear the other textures in the balance of it, but I can like distinctly tell. It's like, well, there's some lines that just flourish up and down, and then yeah, it's like the modulations are very creative. It's like as soon as you hit the next sections, they're already up into that new key.
Even though they're transition chords, they're not the ones you expect from other pop songs. So by the time it actually does the modulation, it still sounds very sudden and very abrupt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very colorful. Yeah, it's like when you mentioned about the notes playing catch up, you're trying to follow each other.
Yeah.
But it's something that Bach does, and also Shostakovich. Oh my goodness, I can talk about Shostakovich. But sometimes it would be like you play a note, and then the bass is already ahead, and then the top is like, oh, maybe I'll follow along, and then it becomes this whole different experience. It's like the whole world just flipped night and day. So it's really, really interesting that they have it here in K-pop.
It's also very peppy.
Peppy. Poppy. I'm Poppy.
Hello everyone, I'm ReacttotheK channel creator, and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed or learned something from it. If you'd like to support us or help ReacttotheK grow, you can do so by visiting our Patreon and help us out by pledging any amount you can. Till next time.